Welcome to Sally's Hotline, where we share tips and advice from the podcast Unstoppable Stories That Move. Today's tip comes from Gregory David, who is an unstoppable photographer, skier, parachute jumper, an everyday athlete who had to start over in life several times, once after breaking his back in a parachute accident many years ago, after immigrating to the United States from South Africa, and of course, recovering from some relationships. And Gregory may have some lingering issues and pain physically, but he's still getting out there, making life happen and enjoying it as much as he can. Gregory knows how hard it is to get up after you've fallen, and he's literally fallen. So let's hear some tips and advice directly from Gregory. Gregory, what advice do you have for our listeners out there on anything, any subject? What do you want people to know?
Yeah, it's difficult to say that I have the keys to the problems that we have, but I have learned when you're up against hard things in life that at first it is really difficult and you don't seem to be making any progress. But if you're disciplined and you keep working at it, your body helps you, your mind helps you, and things start to be easier. You have more capacity and you develop further so that whatever it is you're trying to achieve becomes a lot easier. And it's fairly exponential as after you get through the really tough times at the beginning. So the advice there is just don't give up because it's difficult.
Because it starts difficult.
Yeah, because it starts difficult.
Everything is hard when you're learning something.
Exactly.
And I think part of your advice there is hope, too.
Yeah, hope. It's hope. But definitely there's hope. But it's also, I think that if you believe within you that you have the capacity to overcome an issue, it's really rather a belief rather than hope.
You have to believe in yourself that you can make it better, that it will get easier.
Believing that you can do something is, a huge component of what it is that you're trying to do. I give you example for somebody who's skied a lot, done a lot of skydiving, flying, and all this sort of thing. What we thought was really difficult when we started skydiving, because we had to learn all the things that we learned in terms of building formations and with our bodies and also with parachutes and stuff. They hadn't been done before, and it was very difficult to do. When I watch what has developed over the years, the things that are being done in freefall are mind-bending. It's hard to get your head around what is being done, never mind doing it. So one of the key components is, if you can imagine how to do something or what it looks like if you did it, or what you need to do, break it down into movements and patterns. If you can imagine that, if you can hold that in your mind, it's very likely that you'll be able to do it. So it's a strength of mind, discipline to train and not to give up. And if you have a goal, you're likely to reach it if you keep your focus on it and keep working at it.
Well, I love that. You should break it down into your patterns, hold it in your mind, rehearse mentally as well as physically, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Make the discipline to train, set up a plan.
Yeah.
And don't give up to pursue your goal.
Right. And I mean, it's like it's ice skating or anything like that. These people are amazing at doing that. Yeah. And the thing about it is not everybody gets to be a world champion, but the doing of the thing is, I've always found it to be, the doing of the thing is more important than the end goal, whether that was, going to the Olympics. It's great if you have the capacity, if you're capable of reaching those levels. But I don't think it is the ultimate thing. I think that the years that you spent working at something and spending the time with the people who helped you or the people you were helping, that's more important than the end goal. It's the journey, not the destination.
Well, thanks, Gregory, for sharing your words of wisdom with us. The time with the people is more important, the journey than the destination. For you listeners out there, if you want to hear more from Gregory and hear his full story, listen to his episode 43 of the podcast, Unstoppable Stories That Move. And thank you for listening to this little tip. This is a podcast with a purpose to raise $1 million for medical research to fund cures for cancer and other diseases. And we can't get there without help from people like you. So donate now online at unstoppablestories.move.com, or you can mail a check to P.O. Box 12 in Afton, Minnesota, 55001 USA. Together, we can save lives. I'm Sally Head Dahlquist, host of the podcast Unstoppable Stories That Move. So keep moving forward.